Good morning. Happy Sunday. It is such a pretty day out there and I really would like to make it outside at some point, but I'm gonna start with an Amazon home unboxing. I have a few pieces for just organizing my home, so I think I'll unbox these and we can set them up and then I can just, get on with the rest of the day. I can't get this box open, so I am hacking at it with scissors. I hate it when Amazon uses these boxes. Like, the pictures say it's just easy to tear apart, but I swear it's never easy. Okay, these are the storage tubs for the clothes that I have in my wardrobe. So in my last video, I did a wardrobe organization, declutter, cleaning type video, and I purchased some new storage tubs to hide away some of my clothing on the rack in there. And I think that these will be a good fit. I was reading the reviews and someone said they come with a lot of creases. So they ended up just ironing out the edges of the bins, which helped them stand up straight. So I might do that. I might actually iron all of these bins to get them sitting upright. And I think I'd be able to fit like 1, 2, 3 if I measured correctly. And then I finally have my mattress protector. This is the same one that I purchased last time for my last apartment. But in my last apartment, I had a double bed, whereas this time I have a queen bed. And I still have the mattress protector from my last bed. I also have a fitted sheet. And I was considering just getting rid of them, but I actually put them back into my closet because I realized I could make something with them. Like, I was thinking maybe I could make like a cute top or a little dress or something out of the sheet that I have because it's in really good condition. It doesn't have any wearing on it. And then I thought with the quilting of the mattress protector, I could maybe make like a blanket or something, or even like a piece of clothing potentially if I wanted to have something that was a little puffier and thicker. So I've saved both of them and I'm going to make something out of them after I finish my sparkly party dress that I've been working on. If you've been following along on TikTok and Instagram, you'll know what I'm talking about, but I have a mattress protector. And then the last thing that I have is little inflatable things to go inside my boots. I think it was $10 for a pack of 3, like 3 sets. And you just blow them up, and they're not very big, which is kind of what I wanted. I have like a little boot shape on the end. They kind of remind me of a Christmas stocking, but I'm gonna blow these up and put these into my boots to help them keep their shape. So I'm excited about that. What I might do first is maybe blow up all of these inserts, then we can iron the bins, change over the clothes, throw on a load of washing, and then figure out what's on for the rest of the day. No, this is so bad. I just realized I'm wearing lipstick and now I've got lipstick all around the edges of the boot inserts. Okay, that's kind of gross. I'm gonna have to clean this off. Okay, I cleaned off the little boot thing and I took my lipstick off so I can do this without making a mess. That was not smart at all. These things are really hard to keep super inflated. Like, they definitely lose a little of their inflation, but one done. I have my 3 pairs of high boots. My black ones are definitely a little more floppy than the red ones. The red ones are new though, so they haven't had a chance to kind of be worn down. I realized too, it's probably pretty gross that I just am straight putting my mouth onto these things without really cleaning them, but also at the same time, like, whatever. I decided that it was too gross to be just putting my mouth straight onto the plastic, so I went and washed them a little bit, dried them off, and now they're good to go. These things are so perfect. I'm so happy with how they turned out. I only got these smaller ones. These are about 12 inches higher because I didn't want them poking out the top. I also didn't want those plastic things that you just kind of, like they're a curved plastic thing to put in there because I know that those can get really, really messy. These are so simple and so effective. I'm so happy because they now all stand upright and hopefully I can start to get rid of that like crease that I have down the front of these boots, and I love them. Best Amazon purchase so far. Okay, I am bringing in the iron so that we can iron these boxes and then get all of my clothes into them. The other thing that, this is like one of the best purchases I have made, is this gold hair clip from Target. It was $5. Now, hair's out of my face. Let's iron these bins. Ooh, shoot, that's dangerous. this is the before. I have pajamas, like sweats and jeans, and I am going to take all of this and figure out how to put it into those bins to make it more neat. I had to do some rearranging because I have so many sweaters. So I have pajamas, sweaters and sweatpants. And then behind me, I ended up stacking all of my jeans up here in this corner. And then out here, I emptied this drawer into this storage tub and I just moved some of my handbags around. This is just like accessories. I have like different kinds of belts and things. And then I also have a bag filled with buttons and things for any of my clothes in case I need to replace them. And the little things that go on the end of shoes. I also have a bag of hair scarves, and then I have a bunch of these little bags for jewelry, but I honestly think I might just get rid of those. I have a lot of glass cleaners, which I'll keep. Those are for shoes. One hair tie, another, what do you call this? This is another button or something, but I don't have anything from RW & Co. This actually might be my boyfriend's. Yeah, they're extra buttons, and I think they're to one of his things. This is a hair thing, so that can go in there. More glass cleaners, which can just go down in the back here. Put that one in there. Also have some earbuds can go in here, and we can call that a day. And then I just have a bunch of t-shirts. These were also on that shelf in the closet, and I'm gonna put these into the drawer of the dresser over there. Hi, it is a couple days later and there's a lot of construction outside, so I'm really hoping my microphone is drowning it out and it's not going to be irritating for you to listen to. But I was editing up this video and I thought I would jump in and just give a little bit of context and kind of connect the pieces of what happened on Sunday. So if you're in my broadcast channel, you kind of already know this, but I ended up getting really quite upset on Sunday, and then as a result, I was like, that's it, I'm going to rearrange my living room, which I did, and you can see it behind me. And that's what you're gonna see in a moment after this bit. If you wanna skip ahead, totally do that. But I fully rearranged my living room and I'm so much happier with it this way. But what happened the other day is I was having a bit of a chat about a thread of comments on my last video. And in the thread, there were a few different people, all with differing views on my content. Some people really love my content, others were finding it really repetitive and redundant and just kind of annoyed with the way that my content is at the moment. And I am not at all upset by any of those comments. I really appreciate the feedback, and it's a nice insight into how some people are feeling. But what happened when I was reading that thread and what made me feel upset was that, wow, it is so noisy out there. I'm really hoping my microphone is not picking this up. Anyway, what happened when I read that thread was that it was just like being presented with all of the thoughts that I've had going on in my head for the last few weeks. I've been really quite frustrated, and it was just all right there in front of me, and I was like, wow, yeah, this is literally the inner workings of my brain right now. And as I tried to talk about it, I just got so upset. And just to recap what I was talking about and what like that thread made me feel is that I feel like for the last 2-ish years I have been on like a hiatus and I haven't been uploading, which is not true. I've been consistently uploading for the last 2 years. But this time 2 years ago, I lived in Toronto, I had my apartment, and the majority of my content was cleaning motivation, then maybe a vlog with some homey stuff or productivity type stuff, and then cleaning motivation, another productivity vlog. And I loved it. I absolutely loved making those videos. I feel like everybody watching loved those videos. Everything was thriving and it was great. And then I packed up my apartment and then I started traveling for a bit. then I went back to Australia to work on my visa. And during all of that time, I did notice a lot of people leaving my channel, which I was like, fair enough. That makes sense. I'm no longer making the videos that you probably subscribed for. So I was like, I don't blame you. Totally makes sense. And then 5 months ago, I moved here and I started making apartment decorating videos. And then about 5-6 weeks ago, sort of the beginning of September, I decorated for autumn and then I stopped making my apartment decorating videos. And that was because I just felt like I hit a creative wall with decorating. I'd lost the vision and I hated everything I did for autumn. And I will get more to that in a moment. But then 5-6 weeks ago, I was like, okay, well, if I'm not making my apartment decorating videos, then what do I make? And I decided to try to pick up where I left off, go straight back to where I was 2 years ago. And it's not the same. I'm not the same. Like, I feel like I've changed as a person. I feel like a lot of you have changed. I have a lot of new people for a variety of different reasons. And right now I feel like everybody's very divided. Like, some people want one thing, some people want another thing. There's always the few who don't care what I upload and they'll always be along for the ride. But I'm feeling really, really torn about how to kind of close that gap between where I was 2 years ago and where I am now, because for the last 2 years I just feel like I've been floating around in kind of limbo of nothingness. And so I found myself really frustrated, and it's been making me quite emotional because I'm like, I don't know how to figure this out. I don't know how to make content anymore, how to be a YouTuber anymore. It sounds a little dramatic, and trust me, it kind of is, which is why I was like, you know what, I'm cutting me being so upset from this video because it honestly seemed a little dramatic. But I've just been really, really lost. And so back to the decorating for autumn, what happened is, realistically, I only decorated for autumn because I felt like I had to. It was part of what I used to do on my channel. It's part of what a lot of people do online. And I just did it because I thought that I had to. And then once I did it, I was like, I hate this. And I don't know if I just picked the wrong pieces, or I felt like maybe I just rushed into it and just did it because I had to, not because I really wanted to. And I think because then I was sitting in an apartment full of stuff where I was like, I don't really like any of this. That's where the creative block came up for wanting to continue to decorate my apartment. And then a few videos ago, I'm pretty sure I said, I just want to rearrange my living room. And so today, that's what we're doing. And one of the things that I'm finding as I'm changing is that the things that used to interest me no longer interest me anymore. And when I said that sentence out loud in the previous video, I got very, very teary, because it just means that I'm changing. And, like, we've got Halloween in 2 weeks and I've got a couple of parties to go to. And honestly, I am just not interested at all. And yet I used to love it so much. And I just feel like I, as a person, am changing. Everything here online, content creation, has changed and is changing, and I feel like I can't keep up, to be honest. I watch a lot of other people who say are in the organization genre, and there is just so much stuff that they're constantly purchasing and constantly reorganizing that I am not interested in doing that, buying a million storage containers and constantly rearranging everything. I'm not interested enough in it to be pumping out videos all the time about that particular topic. Or the same with home decor. I have no interest in spending thousands of dollars to constantly be redecorating my apartment just to make the content. And I've just felt so much pressure to pick a topic or start showing up more and keep producing content because I look over the fence and I see other people doing it. I've noticed a few creators have started Christmas decorating, and it's not even close to Christmas. We're still well and truly in the middle of autumn, and I don't like that. I am not the type of person who wants to decorate 2 months in advance just for the content, just to get the videos out. And I totally understand why people do it, because the quicker you get on a trend and the quicker you get the content out, the quicker you can make money. I totally understand it, but that's just not something I'm interested in. I don't want to decorate for autumn in August. I don't want to decorate for Christmas in October. And I'm more interested in just going along and doing things as they feel right and just kind of live in my life and organizing things when I want to organize them and decorating things when I want to decorate them, and then coming back to things with a fresh perspective like I did in this video after rearranging my living room. And that's how I enjoy content creation. But like I said, it just feels like everything's changed in the last couple of years to just being about pumping out as much content as you can about a particular topic. And I just like lots of different things. And so I got quite upset about it just because I hadn't talked about it out loud prior to filming it the other day, and I just got very, very overwhelmed. But I didn't do a very good job of explaining it, which is why I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna cut it. I don't feel comfortable with this. Let's just film a little piece kind of explaining where I'm at. One of the things that I am absolutely loving right now is my dressmaking that I'm doing over on TikTok and uploading all of my little TikTok videos. Absolutely love that. That's really, really enjoyable. But when it comes to making my YouTube videos, that thread is just how I feel inside, and I don't know what to do. And I know so many of you are so kindly gonna just say it doesn't matter what I upload, and I really, really appreciate that. But I'm just feeling really lost, and I don't know how I'm gonna figure this out or what the plan is. It sometimes gets me upset, even though I feel like being upset over what to make on YouTube is such a frivolous little thing. I just feel really out of the game, and I just feel kind of like I'm failing, that I can't keep up with what you want and keep up with what I want and keep up with the demands of social media and content creation. And I'm just trying to find my groove. I'm trying to find, now that I'm settled here in DC and I'm sort of living a whole new chapter of my life, I'm just trying to figure out what's I don't even know what the word would be. My groove, the vibe, I don't know what I'm trying to explain in this bit here, but that's just sort of what I'm going through right now. And I feel like I'm going through a lot of growing pains, and it's a lot of discomfort, and I'm gonna get emotional again, and I don't want to. And that's just the best way that I can describe it. So the other day, I'm gonna get emotional now. The other day, I got upset and was like, that's it. I need to rearrange something, because whenever I do that, I just always feel better. And I'm not gonna lie, having a couple of days with my living room now the way that it is, I do feel so much better. But anyway, those are just some of my thoughts about what's going on with me in my head and how I feel about making my videos and stuff. And so if I seem a bit all out of sorts, or you're frustrated with the amount of content that I'm making on one particular topic, that's just where I'm at. Also too, on that topic, sometimes my content will come in sort of clusters of particular topics or even sponsorships. They may all come at once, and then it'll be something different for a little bit, and then they'll all come back or whatever. Like, it's just kind of how it flows. Like, sometimes everything's all at once, sometimes it's not. I'm trying to balance out the content, but I'm just, having a hard time figuring out how to go about it and keep everybody happy. So I will figure it out at some point. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just, like I said, going through some growing pains, figuring it out. But that was kind of the thing that was getting to me on Sunday. And I think that's it. So from here, I'm going to go back to when I hung out my clothes washing, and then straight into fully pulling apart my living room and rearranging everything. And I hope you enjoy. I tried to put the console table down here, but it just won't work with the outlet and the internet box, so I don't know, this was probably a bad idea. This is the ridiculous setup that I now have. To be fair, the whole space does feel so much bigger, but I have a little gap behind the couch because there's the internet thing, and I could potentially push the couch back a little bit. You know, I love this rug. I love it so much, but it is so wonky. It's looking okay on camera right now, but it's really wonky and it does make it really hard in here. I think I might just sell this console table. Even if I moved the living room back around the other way, I would prefer a bookshelf behind the couch to put books in. Coffee table doesn't have much room, but it's there. And then there's a lot of space just here. And then there's the TV unit, which I absolutely hate. Worst thing I've ever purchased. And I think I may have broken the door while trying to move it, potentially. There's so much junk in here. I had to super glue all of the shelves in because it's just a piece of garbage. And if the doors aren't hanging down like that, then I actually can't close them. And I have to like press on them to get them in. This thing is absolute garbage and I want to get rid of it so badly. Okay, thoughts to everyone who said I should make my living room be this way. What do I do? How do I fix it? How do I make it nice? I swapped out a few of the autumn things. I changed out the yellow pillow back to the original turquoisey one that I had. I also put my gray wool blanket scarf thing back on the couch, and I kept one little pumpkin and a pine cone, and then I brought my tulips back out, and I love it so much more. I also moved the coffee table kinda over the corner of the couch, and I like that as well because it kind of puts it in the center of the room and it gives me a whole lot more space to walk around, and I think I like it like that. I did also use some of that whitewash paint just to see how it would look. I don't like it. I think I'm gonna go and get like a stain so that I can have it as a wood color. And I also don't hate this here, but I think I would actually prefer if I put my desk in the corner because I would love to be able to sit and have my coffee and it be bright and not dark kind of down the back of my apartment. So I might switch that out now and see how I like it. I ended up moving the console table over here. It doesn't quite fit. It has to sit right up against the hinge of this door, and then it does hang over the edge a little bit here, but for now it does the job and I'm really not worried about it because I don't know, I got plenty of room to walk here and I like the living room. Welcome to my new living room. I love this so much more. Like so much more. I'm so glad I got rid of the yellow and the brown throw and that I was able to kind of figure out a way to fit the coffee table in that just feels right because I've had so much trouble with the coffee table and I love having my desk here. I'm so excited to make my coffee tomorrow and then be able to just get up and work in the morning sun. Also, I have the lamp up there. It's a bit big for the space, but at the same time, it's actually not so bad. And then I'm thinking maybe if I feel like really doing that and keeping the living room this way, I might look at some little smaller console tables for the back here so that I can run them down the back and put in a little bit of decor, maybe some plants, things like that. But I really like how this turned out. I now guess I have to clean the rest of my house. Turns out it's been one of those classic days where I got upset about something and then I rearranged a room and now I feel so much better. I apologize to every single person who told me to set my room up this way the very first time round. The only reason that I was so against it is because I didn't love the idea of the TV unit being so off center to the couch, but now that I'm sitting here, it's actually not so bad. I also just didn't have the vision for what would go in that corner over there, but now that I have my cute little $25 Facebook Marketplace desk, and the only other thing that I think is making this work is the placement of the coffee table. When I cut the legs off, I think I cut about this much off the bottom, and it just turns out it's like the perfect height to be able to just pull the edge of the coffee table over the cushion of the couch, and so being able to do that makes this room. If I couldn't do that, I would have no idea how I would put this together. So the only thing I don't like about the desk is the fact that it's half on the rug and half not on the rug, meaning I'm gonna have to get some of those little felt furniture things so that I can put them on the far side legs, just so that I can balance it out and it's not as wobbly. But I love it. I love my living room now, and at the beginning of today, I hated it. This is nice. It's way late now. I can't go outside. Well, I probably could, but I'm not going to. I was gonna go outside and enjoy the day, but I didn't. I'm gonna go outside this week though. I might go outside tomorrow instead. Hey Google, what's the weather tomorrow?
Tomorrow in Washington, it'll be sunny with a high of 26 and a low of 10.
It's gonna be sunny and 26, which means t-shirt, definitely. My dresses I put away. Oh, I found 2 dresses that were in a bag. So I could probably just wear those tomorrow if I feel like I need to wear a dress. But I'm gonna go outside tomorrow and get some sun. Ooh, whoa. You know what that is? Because we're now at a point of the season where the sun sets differently. This is the first day this has happened. That's the sun reflecting off the building across the street. I have afternoon sun in my apartment in the winter. I don't know how long this is gonna last for, but this is the first day that's done that. I have afternoon sun by reflection in my apartment. Look at that sun reflection out there. Oh, that's so nice. Oh my goodness, I am so excited about this. Like, hang on, I gotta adjust up a little so I don't get my head cut off. What? I love it when I get like a building sun reflection in the evening. That's so nice. I have shadows. How funny. I wonder, oh, and now it's fading away. I knew it wasn't gonna last very long because it never does, because the sun does move pretty quickly, to be honest. But that's nice. I wonder what it's gonna be like for the rest of winter with the sun and everything. I'm noticing it comes more from that direction as opposed to this way. It's more like this way now in the mornings. That makes me so happy. The next thing I have to do is figure out what I'm gonna do with this wall. I was thinking of maybe some smaller little console tables that could run the whole way along, but I still really want a bookshelf, like a tall bookshelf. Maybe I could do half and half and do a tall bookshelf and then a lower half, and like I could put a lamp and some stuff on the lower half and like a print or something on the wall, which is what I was gonna do on the wall behind me, but I don't know. But it's very, very plain. It needs a little something. And now we're just gonna pan from the pretty living room to the rest of my apartment. That is an absolute disaster, and that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of this wonderful Sunday evening. I'm going to clean and get this all fixed up. Good morning. I thought I would show you the morning sun in here, and it is so perfect. I am so happy with my desk because the sun kind of hits right on the corner of the wall there. My desk is kind of shadowed, so it's really comfortable to sit in, and yet there's just so much bright light. I've been wanting to put my desk in the window for ages now. I just couldn't figure out how to go about it. I thought I was gonna maybe put it in the bedroom, but this is just so much better. And my living room feels so full. I'm not one for minimalism and big open spaces. I mean, there's still a pretty big space right here, but I'm so happy. It just feels full and a little more cluttered, which I really, really like. So I'm very, very happy. And I still stand by the fact that if I couldn't push that coffee table right to the middle and corner of the couch there, I don't think it would work. I think it would be really, really hard to find the right coffee table for this space. But this is a really good walk space here. Like, it's not tiny. I'm not shuffling around. It's just enough. So very, very, very happy with it. The sun just makes me so happy.